Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we are taking aim at a silent thief of vitality, sarcopenia.
Right.
And our mission for this deep dive is really specific. We're going to extract the most critical knowledge from our sources about how certain fruits, some common, some not, can be your most effective, natural defense against that age-related muscle loss.
And sarcopenia is a major health concern. It's this, the slow creep of muscle loss that starts surprisingly early, maybe in our 30s, but it really accelerates as we get older.
And the relevance for you listening right now is immediate, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Weak muscles don't just mean you can't lift as much. They dramatically raise your risk of falls, of bone fractures, and they just slowly chip away at your independence.
And the numbers are, well, they're staggering. I saw in the sources, citing the American Geriatric Society, that over 30% of people over 60 might already have this happening and
not even recognize the signs. It's a systemic, silent drain. But as you said, the solution can be natural. It can be accessible. We're going to unpack the specific biochemical powers of 7 unique fruits that are proven to help rebuild strength and maintain that muscle mass. We're going way beyond the nutrition label here.
We're diving into the mechanism.
The mechanisms, how they actually work.
Okay, let's unpack the scientific toolkit then. We're starting with 2 powerhouse fruits known for core minerals.
Yeah.
And optimizing how we absorb nutrients. First up, the incredible and I think often underestimated prune.
Prunes definitely have a bit of a PR problem, They get pigeonholed for one thing.
Right, digestion.
Digestion, but they are absolutely essential for muscle health. Their main power is potassium. A 100-gram serving of prunes gives you a whopping 732 milligrams.
Wait, hold on a second. We're constantly told to eat bananas for potassium. You're saying prunes beat bananas.
They don't just beat them, they contain significantly more potassium than an average banana. And this is so critical because potassium is fundamental to how your muscles function.
Okay, so how does it work?
It's the key driver of what's called the sodium-potassium pump, the NEK pump. Think of it as the electrical motor in every single muscle cell. It regulates the flow of electrolytes that creates the impulse for a muscle to contract.
So without enough potassium, that internal electrical communication gets faulty. It's slow. And that explains the cramping and weakness.
Precisely. You need that flow for proper performance, for efficient recovery. And what's more, prunes are packed with phenolic compounds.
Antioxidant.
Potent antioxidants. And they actively fight that low-grade chronic inflammation, which we now know is a major, major driver of muscle loss.
And that inflammation, why is it such a threat to our muscle mass?
Well, chronic inflammation triggers certain molecular pathways that basically signal the body to start breaking down muscle protein. It's called catabolism.
Instead of building it up.
So by neutralizing some of that inflammation, prunes help shift the balance back towards anabolism or muscle building.
That makes the benefit so much clearer. And we've got solid data here. The sources suggest a higher potassium intake can cut the risk of muscle weakness by as much as 33%.
A 33% reduction. That's a huge return for just adding something simple to your diet.
And it sounds like you need to eat a ton of them.
No, not at all. Just 3 to 4 prunes a day is enough to start making a real measurable difference.
Okay, I have to play devil's advocate for a second. Some people might worry about the sugar content or maybe the fiber load if they eat them every day. Do the sources talk about that?
They do, and while they have natural sugars, their high fiber content gives them a low glycemic index, so they help stabilize blood sugar. And for the fiber, a great tip we found was to soak them in water overnight.
And drink the liquid.
Drink the liquid. It helps your body adjust, and you still get all those nutrients.
A great little tip. Okay, let's move to our second fruit in this section, the golden kiwi.
The golden kiwi, or yellow kiwi, also overlooked. I mean, yes, it's a massive vitamin C booster, 161 milligrams per 100 grams. That's about 180% of the daily recommendation for older adults. And vitamin C is, of course, absolutely vital for producing collagen, for flexible, resilient tissues, joints, tendons.
But the vitamin C is only half the story here, isn't it? The real deep dive insight is this specific enzyme.
Exactly. This is the secret weapon. It's a unique enzyme called actinidin. And what actinidin does is it actively helps your body break down complex proteins much more efficiently in your gut.
Why is that so crucial for fighting sarcopenia?
Well, as we age, our stomach acid and our native enzyme activity, they often decline. So even if you eat a perfect high-protein meal, your body might only be absorbing, say, 60 or 70% of it.
So you're leaving muscle building blocks on the table.
You are. Actinitin acts like a digestive turbocharger. It makes sure that the protein you eat actually gets broken down into those usable amino acids that your muscles are crying out for.
So you're just optimizing the protein you already eat, making every meal count more.
You're getting more bang for your buck, protein-wise. The sources suggest eating one medium-sized kiwi first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. It sort of primes your system for the day.
And for a snack later.
For a power snack, try pairing that kiwi with a handful of walnuts and a little drizzle of raw honey. You get the enzyme, you get protein and healthy fats from the walnuts, and the honey adds some anti-inflammatory properties too.
Excellent. Okay, now let's shift our focus. We're moving to fruits that specifically target chronic inflammation and blood flow. Two of the major culprits in muscle decline. We'll start with red grapes.
Red grapes are fantastic circulatory agents, and that's mainly because of resveratrol. It's a polyphenol that's really concentrated in the skins and seeds.
And resveratrol acts as a kind of protector for the muscle tissue.
That's a great way to put it. It shields the tissue from oxidative stress. That's basically the rust and wear and tear inside your cells that builds up over time.
So it's like cellular armor.
It is. And importantly, resveratrol supports better nitric oxide production. This signals your blood vessels to relax, which means better blood flow.
And that's vital. Better circulation means you get more oxygen, more nutrients to the muscles faster, right?
Exactly. And it also means quicker removal of waste products. So you recover faster, you feel less fatigue.
Better circulation equals better performance.
Correct. And maybe, most crucially, resveratrol is a major supporter of your mitochondrial health.
The little energy engines inside our muscle cells.
The engines. If your engines are running cleanly and efficiently, your muscles perform better for longer, and they suffer less damage over the long haul.
And we have numbers on this too. Studies suggest that eating around 200 grams of red grapes daily, that's about a generous cup, can reduce age-linked muscle loss by up to 20%.
But the key to getting that 20% is how you eat them.
Okay.
Since the resveratrol is in the skins and seeds, you want to choose grapes with deep, thick skins. And you have to chew them really well, or, even better, blend them in a smoothie to break down those seeds.
Don't spit out the seeds.
Never. That's where the good stuff is.
All right, next up is a slightly unconventional choice for a fruit list, but one our sources insist on: padron peppers.
Yes, the padron pepper. Usually just a tapas dish, right? But it absolutely deserves a spot here. Like the kiwi, it's remarkably high in vitamin C, about 120 milligrams per 100 grams.
That's over 130% of the daily need for a lot of older adults. Again, driving that collagen production.
Right. But what really sets the padron variety apart is that it has a low, palatable dose of capsaicin,
The stuff that makes peppers hot.
the heat compound. Even in mild doses, capsaicin is a profound vasodilator. It helps relax and open up your blood vessels, which really stimulates circulation. A bell pepper is vitamin C, but it doesn't have this circulatory boost.
So it's maximizing the nutrient delivery system.
Yeah.
Getting those building blocks and that oxygen to the muscle faster.
Exactly. Faster healing, greater endurance. The sources suggest a really simple preparation. Just saute 5 or 6 of them in a little extra virgin olive oil a few times a week.
And here's a fantastic tip from the material. As you're cooking them, sprinkle in about a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric.
That is a powerful combination. Turmeric has curcumin, which is a world-class natural anti-inflammatory.
So you get the circulatory boost from the pepper and the anti-inflammatory action from the turmeric.
It's a double punch. You're soothing sore joints and boosting nutrient delivery at the exact same time.
Finally, in this section, let's look at wild blackberries, the ultimate fruit for connecting the brain and the body.
Absolutely. Blackberries are rich in anthocyanins, that's the dark purple pigment, and it signals a huge antioxidant load. They fight inflammation throughout the body, plus they have manganese, which is essential for bone health and energy metabolism in the muscle cells.
And that crucial connection to the brain. Why is that so important for mobility?
Well, sarcopenia isn't just about weak muscles. It's about movement quality. It's about stability. The antioxidants in blackberries reduce oxidative stress in the brain itself.
Which improves cognitive function?
It helps improve memory and, critically, motor coordination and balance.
I see. So better coordination and balance directly translate to a lower risk of falls. And a fall is often the event that starts a major decline in mobility.
Precisely. You need your brain and your muscles working together seamlessly. And the data here is persuasive. Eating just 100 grams, a small handful, maybe 10 or 15 berries daily, may cut the rate of muscle breakdown by up to 25%.
And for application?
Try blending them into a morning smoothie with some flaxseed oil. The oil adds omega-3s, which enhances the berry's anti-inflammatory effect and supports your heart health. It keeps the whole system robust.
That brings us to our final section. 2 hidden powerhouses from the sources, starting with arbutus berries.
Arbutus berries, sometimes called the strawberry tree fruit, well, they are truly nutrient-dense. If you can find them, they're common around the Mediterranean. The benefit is incredible. They contain twice as much vitamin C as oranges.
Twice the C of an orange. That's a serious collagen driver.
We're talking around 250 milligrams per 100 grams. That concentration alone makes them superb for rebuilding tissue.
But they aren't in every grocery store, are they? What should someone know about finding them?
No, they take a bit more effort. Farmers markets, specialty importers, they don't ship well. If you can't find them, you could focus on other high flavonoid fruits like dark cherries or pomegranates. But if you do find fresh arbutus berries, just 4 or 5 a day is enough.
And what makes them such strong fighters against that chronic inflammation?
They're just packed with flavonoids and tannins. These compounds fight that persistent low-grade inflammation we've been talking about. It's like a daily tune-up for your whole muscular system.
And a great way to eat them.
Mix them into plain Greek yogurt with a sprinkle of ground ginger. That combo of high-protein, anti-inflammatory ginger and the berry power is a perfect muscle support snack.
Our 7th and final fruit is one the source material calls a true secret weapon against sarcopenia, loquats.
Loquats are so underrated. They look like small yellow apricots. The key mechanism here is a powerful compound called ursolic acid.
And this one has attracted a lot of scientific attention.
A huge amount, because studies indicate it doesn't just slow muscle loss, it can actively help reverse it in some cases, which is just a massive claim for a simple fruit.
That potential for reversal is what really sets this one apart. How does ursolic acid do something that goes beyond just delivering nutrients?
It directly impacts one of the most important signaling systems in your muscles, the ActMTOR pathway.
Okay.
Think of ActMTOR as the master switch that tells your cells if they should be in growth mode or atrophy mode. As we age, that switch gets less sensitive. Ursolic acid helps reactivate it. It tells the muscle cells to start building protein again.
So it's flipping the growth switch back on. It's moving from general nutrition to really a targeted therapeutic action.
Exactly. It's activating the growth system itself. Plus, they're rich in potassium and soluble fiber, which gives you stable energy.
And the clinical findings here are just hard to ignore.
They really are.
Oh.
Older adults in the studies who ate about 200 grams of loquats daily, 4 to 6 fruits, saw significant improvement. Some participants saw up to a 30% reduction in the risk of developing sarcopenia.
That level of preventative power from a fruit is just remarkable.
It really is. The sources suggest eating them fresh, or you can make a simple compote.
Right?
Just cook them briefly with a splash of lemon juice to protect the vitamin C, some cinnamon, and a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. No added sugar needed.
So what does this all mean for you, listening at home, looking at your kitchen? We've covered 7 incredibly unique fruits, each with a distinct biochemical role.
And the big takeaway is consistency and targeting. We looked at potassium for muscle contraction, that unique enzyme actinidin to absorb protein, powerful anti-inflammatories to turn off muscle-wasting signals, and then targeted compounds like ursolic acid that actively promote repair.
Fighting sarcopenia doesn't require overhauling your entire life, does it? It's about building these small, highly effective habits with these powerful foods. It's about optimizing everything from cellular energy to your brain-muscle coordination.
Right. This isn't just about slowing down aging.
It's about taking control.
It's about taking control of your functional capacity. These fruits, they're not just about avoiding weakness. They are about supporting your freedom, your confidence, your ability to live your life on your own terms.
That's the real goal.
It is. And it raises an important question for you to think about. These simple changes, a few prunes, a kiwi in the morning, a handful of berries, they start a continuous positive response in your body. So how much easier could your favorite activities, whether it's hiking or playing with grandkids, become if you committed to fueling your muscles with just one of these scientifically backed powerhouses every single day?
Take control of your strength and your vitality today. Consider which of these 7 incredible fruits you'll incorporate first into your daily routine. That's all for this deep dive.